All right, let me get my helmet on.
All right. So you all have successfully slain a white dragon, bringing a brutal ending to it with some really nice criticals towards the end of combat.
Oh yeah.
Having you made your way to the surface with a load of treasure, you all went back to Ludbreg as a storm brew on the horizon, and it has been pouring for 4 days nonstop. But you are back in Ludbreg, successfully docked. You have treasure. So it was brought to my attention by just doing research. The trade items that you guys pick up, the art pieces and stuff, that acts as currency. So they
Oh.
retain 100% value, so you can keep on to them, use them as currency. You don't have to
Nice. We don't have
sell
to
them or anything.
haggle.
Yep.
No, that's
So
pretty sweet.
that's a DMG rule that I became aware of, so it's pretty nice.
As a
Nice. They're more guidelines than actual rules.
Is there a follow-up to last week when we had a snafu with the loot character? Has that been resolved?
So the loot sheet NPC mod has not been updated for version 9. Basically, everything else has. So for the moment, that is disabled, and loot will be given out in either like journal handouts or something else. I'm still working on a workaround for that.
Word.
God
It was a
bless you.
very nice module to have, but it's not hard to generate a roll table, copy and paste the list somewhere.
All right. So do we want to go ahead and just split up the currency, like the total amount between everyone, or how do we want to do this? Obviously, we'll have to keep the items intact. So,
I mean, we have a character that it should be in there. I think it's
in
just
a
in Party
handout,
Loot
right?
itself. I think I just wrote it in the biography. No, I must have put it in egg sack. I put it in.
It's in.
Okay.
I see a handout called loot, and it looks like it has everything that we looted the last time.
I don't see the money though.
It's at the very top for me. 65,348 GP.
Yeah, if you see it, that's probably it because I don't see it in here. I have the items, the dragon items. That's all I grabbed. The stuff that we got
Are you on a character sheet or are you on the handouts?
inside of Ed's sack in the portable hole. I have the dragon scales that we got, the dragon blood, the dragon heart, and the gizzard thing.
Gotcha.
That's what I read.
So if you go to the journal, like the open book thing, and go to handouts.
Okay. I
There's
see.
there's a page called loot.
I pasted that in last time too. I just couldn't read it there.
I thought you did. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I can't see it.
I
He's
don't
the one
know.
who put it on there. All right, cool. So how do we want to like figure out the GP worth of the items? And I'm guessing we need to just
like the art objects, we already have the totals for.
Right. So do we want to just like spend a week or however much downtime we need to like sell them to put them into coinage?
Probably, and we probably want to go ahead and up the copper and the silver up to at least gold, so it's more,
Right. Carry capacity.
I mean, unless you guys like throwing silver at people. I like to just be a pimp and be like, here, peasants, have a gold.
Make it hail. Ball on a budget.
Well, no, it's all. There's no paper money.
Right. Well, yeah.
Ain't nothing about budget.
I want all my gold and copper pieces, please. I want to be able to not move.
Oh no! I'm just throwing more valuable coins at people. That's all.
Let's see here. So we got small. So the few things that I see here: the small gold idol, the painted gold war mask, the gold dragon comb. I don't see prices next to those. I can look them up really quick.
So when you look at the list, you see 750 GP art objects times 11 worth so much.
Oh.
So each one of those are worth about 750 gold.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay. Well, then I guess I would ask Tercept, how much downtime would we need to take to sell all these art pieces?
They can be used as currency, so I mean,
just flat currency. So if you buy something expensive, you'd be like, okay, here's $8,000 worth of art.
basically.
Okay.
So you can either use them as currency because they maintain their value. It's a simple rule.
So,
I guess they're in the hole, so not carrying them.
I kind of have an idea.
Typically
for
lighter to carry high-valued art or gems than it is to carry around a bunch of coin.
Right.
I kind of have an idea for some of the gold that we have, and I would be willing to put some in. What do you guys think of having a flying ship? Paying to get one made, no?
And what?
A ship,
What
but in the sky.
Well, we can look into the cost.
What? Why?
Do you know? Wait, hold.
I don't know if you noticed, but there is
sense of
a
animosity. Are you scared of heights?
No, not in the slightest, but it just seems unnecessary. There are plenty of methods of travel. Why fly everywhere? That couldn't be dangerous at all. No. Mm-mm.
I really wish I had levitate prepared.
I mean, I
Just
fly
start
everywhere,
floating them up in the air.
and it's quite safe, no?
It's quite a bit different to levitate one's person, other than an entire ship and crew and everything else that goes.
Yes, but if it's made of like light steel or heavy plate, it might not be
if I've heard of in a few stories, and I've never actually seen one. What about one of those large flying carpets? Now we wouldn't need a crew. We wouldn't need, a ship. We could just get a big carpet that flies.
And be exposed to the elements and the air while we're flying.
We're exposed to elements flying or walking.
It's different. It's just different. Okay.
What if we got a carpet of levitation, so it only goes about 20 feet off the ground?
And what use is it if it can't go? If you can't go over mountains and things like that.
No, it's 20 feet off of the ground below it, so you can still go over mountains. It's just like a like a ship.
It's just no. I don't want it. No.
I'm going to spend a week looking for a flying carpet.
I'm telling you right now that it's an inefficient mode of travel. And what about all of these teleportation circles? We've seen plenty of those. Why can't we use those? Those are easy. We could just do that.
But if we have a trustworthy crew, they can fly it to where we teleport if we need to, no? I don't know if you noticed, but there is a giant mountainous spine in the middle of the continent. So it might be better to fly than it would be to walk or swim.
I do not think that.
I've been just thinking about it as I zoom around,
Well, yes, that seems quite nice.
And actually, thinking about that, we wouldn't even need to. Ed could just fly next to the carpet, so we don't even need that big of a carpet, really. Enough for 3 people.
What about Larry and the dog and Frost?
Does the dog bamf? Is it a familiar? Abathur?
Yeah. Abathur's a familiar.
Gotcha. So we've seen him like poof in and out of existence, I assume?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Many times.
Then I wouldn't have asked that question.
Larry is Larry is problematic.
Yes.
As I hear Frost coldly breathing down my neck.
This is why the airship is a good idea.
No, we're not going to leave Larry, Frost. Of course not. Okay, so that is, you're not wrong. So here, brother, can you, I'm going to go look for something, a few items. Could you see if your Temple of Odeur here, if they have a teleportation circle that we might be able to take a gander at, and I will go buy some items, and I'll meet you guys back at the inn that we've been staying at.
Yes, of course. That sounds like a great idea.
All right.
So I need magic chalk. I'm not going to look for a rug anymore because fuck Larry.
Don't fuck Larry.
I won't do that.
You're looking for magic chalk or just chalk?
I believe teleportation circle requires 50 GP worth of chalk and ground up gems in it. So magic chalk.
Teleportation circle. Rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 GP, which a spell consumes.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that.
Rare chalks, huh?
I would suppose that the gemstones would make it rare. The chalk itself is probably easy to come by.
Yeah, chalk. A piece of chalk costs a copper piece. You have gemstones that you could grind up and fuse. It's more of the inks, but it doesn't say ink or magical ink, so you just go buy some chalk. You can make it yourself.
Oh, okay. So we have 230 GP total worth of gemstones. We don't anymore. We have 30 GP worth of gemstones now because I just ground up 200 gold worth.
Okay.
Just make sure you subtract that copper for those pieces of chalk.
On it. Got it. Done.
Probably like a box.
Yeah, I'll go to the Dollar General and buy the different colored chalks.
Yes. No, it's got to be blue.
So,
okay.
Both of you guys are lords. You know how to hold land. What if we invested some of this money in building, I don't know, a keep? And, I may know some people that could take care of it and live there for us.
We already have that, so I don't know that.
But, this is one that we can adventure to and from. We could actually hire people to do teleportation circles, just shot out of a cannon.
Well, no.
We already have a place that we can adventure to and from. Personally,
I cannot take over responsibility for another part of an estate. I just simply will not have the time or capacity to manage it, taxes and various other things, because I know that sorry, Callum, but my brother is not the best at these things, and he will shirk his duties any time that he sees necessary. So yes, I can't do this and the homestead.
Also, another idea shot out of a cannon, as Sir Ed so beautifully put it. What if we bought 60,000 gold worth of alchemist fire and just burnt Marquis Durant's vineyard to the ground?
Well, I think you would only need like 10,000 gold worth to do that.
Yes, but, scorched earth, salt the ground he walks on, just destroy him and everyone he's ever cared about.
Okay, well, if we were to... Okay, so let's take these three ideas together, right? And let's put them all out. A ship, a flying ship, an estate, or burning down an entire... another person's estate. I would much rather just do the ship than either of the other two. So if that was your ploy this entire time, then yes, you've gotten me to agree to the ship.
All right, Ed, let's go find us a ship.
Awesome.
It worked.
So we do that, and I have a perfect, reliable crew that would be more than happy to crew the ship, but they have no experience in doing aircraft or shipping.
So then they're not perfect, Ed. That's the opposite.
I have to assume it's like the entire kitchen staff from Beauty and the Beast. It's just like plates and cups and shit that are going to run the ship.
I was going to suggest my people in the Dead River. Off the Dead River.
Would they be willing to just man a ship at all times?
I mean, anything's better than living off of a river that is dead, no? But I'm sure not everyone would want to. But it is kind of one of the goals I set at the beginning of our adventure.
Okay. No, if it's a goal, then let's pursue it. Let's so I'm gonna go do my shopping and get that done. And then let's meet back at the tavern tonight. And then tomorrow morning we will go and see about a ship. Have we seen any flying ships here? I know we saw a bunch of flying mounts.
Yeah, I mean, this is up to DJ if he wants to let this fly.
Make a history check.
Making a history check. I didn't have my character sheet open this entire time.
Yeah, I didn't either. I've just been role-playing.
That's perfectly fine.
Boom. Oh, I didn't roll the 18. I rolled the 2. Fuck!
Perfect.
Callum, you know the lightning rail is the superior mode of transportation, so you've blown off anything. Ed, you're a stranger to the land. The lightning rail back in the Empire of Geocarn is extremely fast, but you heard rumors that the wizards in Monsanto were developing their own mode of transportation, something that's capable of flying over mountains. Monsanto.
Where was that again? Monsanto,
South,
where we
yeah.
already were. Well, that doesn't do us a lot of good. Why is the music really loud for someone but not me?
It's not loud for me.
I can't even hear it for some reason. Oh, I bet I know why.
It's weird. The song just sounds weird. It sounds like it's in a tin speaker.
Anyways, so yes, Monsanto is probably the next largest nation next to Empire of Geocarn. While the Empire has kept the secrecy of how to develop a lightning rail to itself instead of sharing that technology. So other kingdoms and nations are working on their own modes of transportation. Lesna, that is much more of a spiritual nation. They just walk through the trees or use teleportation circles or whatever.
So yes, I mean, why not just teleport? Why not use teleportation circles? Why don't we just establish them and use those?
I mean, there may be time that we don't want to. I'm not saying we have to do it. It's just something that I thought of. That's why it's a shot out of a cannon.
I know. I think it's cool.
I've never seen so much gold, and I was trying to think of a useful way to use it other than it sitting in a hole.
Well, I wouldn't mind using just a little bit of it, my share, of course, not the party's share, to try and ascertain. Well, we're going to the Violet Tower. I bet I could pay them to do it, but I want to kind of broaden my spell spectrum. So I do want to see if I can't buy a few scrolls to try and copy. And we do have the Dragon's Blood now, so, you know, rather fortuitous.
When Callum mentions the Dragon's Blood, Vicus shivers a little bit.
Just starts.
Can we not speak of it, please?
Vicus,
But
I think there's dried blood under your fingernails.
The most certainly is not.
It always works.
Oh, did we get a gift at level 9? It's like level 3, 6, and 9, right?
Yeah, talent.
Talent, yeah.
You guys
Sweet,
want to
okay.
Go look at the talents that you qualify for and add those to your sheets.
I already figured out the one I wanted. I just wanted to make sure we got one at level 9.
Yes, you do.
Sweet. All right, cool. Okay, so because I'm a list maker, So, we don't think we can find the ship here, as Ed pointed out. So, but there was mention of maybe heading over to the Drago towards the western
don't
side.
forget, we have to bring the head back to Castle Ormalk.
Oh, yes, of course.
But I do want to go kill the Dragar, too. We did say we would do that next.
Yes, and it was, I believe, west of here, towards the Violet Tower for that. And who was it that told? It was the Diviner Wizard, right? The one that's working on my...
on your cloud.
Yeah, he's
which
working on my
is probably done by now, I would think. Has it been 2 weeks yet?
How many days is it? Yeah, just back and forth. Okay, not a problem. So I don't have that back yet.
But it's okay. There are bracers of defense here. It will help you, no?
Yes, those would help me.
Here, it's in their bag of holding. Here, or in the portable.
Does anyone else need these, though? I'm rather nimble on my feet, and, I have spells and whatnot, so... Who has low AC that can wear bracers right now?
On a scale of 1 to 20, I would be at 20.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I would have broken the scale.
Are you above 20?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Above table.
I feel like you would have a good feel, like we're at level 9 now, of like who is good at taking hits and who is good at not getting hit.
I am not good at taking hits. I'm good at not getting hit, though. But
wouldn't it be better for you to be harder to get hit?
I mean, I guess, but like literally on command, my AC can be like 30.
Yeah.
Just about.
What we're saying is it should probably go to Frost.
I can probably take it.
Oh, he has those big, beefy gauntlets on.
Oh, yes.
Armor.
Oh, right.
Okay,
yes, it would be hard to get that over your giant hands.
I'll take them. That's fine. I will add bracers of defense to my character sheet. So we are going to the Drago then, correct?
Well, we're taking the head back to Castle Ormalk.
Yep. Sorry. Forgot about that.
And then I will definitely be making a stop in the temple at some point before we head out.
Yes.
And Frost, are you and your brothers going to do any celebration or anything?
I have blessed them with your tears, Vicus. And they are going to back.
Perfect. Yes, that's what we need. More people seeing my tears. Yes. Thanks for that.
I told them that it is very special tears.
Well, at least you did that. Thanks.
It's from a baby that needs to drink milk.
Yes, well, since I haven't drank milk this entire time, I don't know what you're speaking of besides the tears.
He's lactose intolerant, Frost. He doesn't drink milk.
I can't, in fact.
We're just coming up with fucking backstory on the fly right now. As an aside.
Story.
Oh, well, an inaccurate one, but sure.
As an aside, bracers of defense, you cannot use them if you're wearing armor, which I do wear armor. So, does Ed wear armor? It says it grants you looking at the bracers of defense, +2 bonus to AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like a cloak of resistance, but I was incorrect.
Incorrect, sir.
So, does Ed wear armor?
I have leather armor. It has studs and it's +2.
Well, you know what? I will take it. I'll still take them. I may have there may be use for them. Yeah, no, I'll take them. That's fine. So good there. So, how did we get in touch with Olamark last time?
We went to the college and had taken a teleportation circle after making an appointment.
Oh, that's right. And it was like 43 minutes until you meet the Grand Master.
Yes, that is right.
If you could, okay, if Count Olamark or whatever his title is, if he could just please sound like Jeff Goldblum from this point forward, that'd be amazing.
Pretty sure it's just Lord.
Okay, well, let's go to the college then and see if we can make another appointment.
All right. So, finding yourself some rest at a tavern and spending whatever silver pieces you need, because you got plenty of silver pieces for drink, food, and bed. The next morning, you all head to the College of Divination. You've all returned.
You seem surprised.
Just quick. Dreadful weather we've had lately.
Yes, it is raining cats and dogs out there.
I am glad to be off of the sea.
On that comment, Ed wants to do a history check to see if there's any kind of like prophecy or something with the rain happening.
Okay. Be more of a religion for prophecy.
I can do religion then. Or I was just thinking of it being a historical significance. Prophecy was kind of what came to mind. The word.
Historical significance?
I mean, being that I am also a clerical background, I could also do it that way too.
There's been a few instances where weather was severely impacted, and it normally has to deal with Thor.
With war?
Thor.
Okay. Because we need to talk later.
Okay.
But you're back at the college. I'm not done with the cloak just yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Days.
No, perfect. Not a problem at all.
It's coming along quite nicely, though.
Good to hear. I'm so glad to hear that, and I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yes.
You did put the shark underneath the other cloak, right? I didn't really want the shark on the outside, right?
He definitely wanted the shark on the outside. He's trying to tell you differently now.
Oh.
No. I feel like I was very specific about that.
Yes, keeping the shark on the outside, yes.
I know. I did not say that.
I'd have to look. I got really carried away with magical incantations required to transfer the magical essence between the cloaks. I don't remember which one I'm transferring to and from.
That's okay. He really enjoys sharks. He was pretty close to winning a fishing tournament with a shark.
Oh, is that right? Was it from the ferry?
It was
the cruise from Monsanto.
Yes. I call it the ferry.
It's same thing, yeah.
Yeah, you entered the fishing tournament?
We did, yes. Actually, Sir Ed here, this floating gentleman right here, he won the tournament.
Ah, very good, very good.
I'm quite lucky, you know. You'll see.
So, what brings you back to the college?
We have a gift for Lord Alamauk.
Oh, a gift. Oh, what is it?
Ed kind of kicks the cover off the portable hole, and he can see the ice dragon's nose poking out.
The wizard's eyes go, like, wide as he gasps. Is it dead?
Oh,
no.
Barry.
The head's removed from the body.
And then and then Ed like reaches in and grabs his tongue and be like, "Oh, this would make quite a delicious meal for someone, but we're going to leave it so someone can preserve it."
Please don't, Ed.
Ed prestos his hand.
Ed.
But if you want to send it as a gift, you put it on the teleportation circle, and I'll send it over.
Well, I would like for us to be able to present it personally, if possible.
Wasn't he looking something up for us?
Yes.
Okay.
I will contact him and give me
Yeah,
few
you can
minutes.
make an appointment. Yes, it doesn't have to be right now. Just whenever he's available, just let him know that we come bearing gifts, and we request an audience.
Okay. Yep. Let me make contact, and I'll let you know.
Yes, thank you.
You don't need to wait here at the college. I'll send a sending.
That's fine. Perfect.
How far? You mentioned those tombs or catacombs to the west of here. How far of a travel is that?
Oh, let me try to recall. On foot, it would probably take you about a week. Once you're outside of the city, just because the hills are difficult to travel.
It was so funny watching your face when you were, and then I looked over and you're measuring it. Oh my god!
I'm gonna turn the camera off.
No, don't do it. It was so great. Oh.
Yeah, about a week. But as soon as you're outside of the city.
I'm gonna unfocus you so you're not so big anymore because it was too funny.
I'm going to murder my thirst.
Oh, I had one of those today. They're good. This episode of Collaborated Worlds is brought to you by Liquid Death. Liquid Death. Kill your thirst.
Murder it.
And sorry. Also, murder your thirst. You can edit that in post.
Murder your thirst, as well as murder pollution.
Liquid death is what was used in Harry Potter, or at least in the Fantastic Beasts, to execute people.
Are they still using the promotion where lucky. If you sign your soul to them, they'll send you a case of liquid death? Is that still a thing?
I don't know, but I'm not going to do it.
Sorry, Jen was talking to me about the baby real quick. I missed everything. Did something happen?
Apparently, if you send your soul over to a company, they'll send you a case of liquid death.
Of water.
Oh,
just water.
That's terrible. Where do I do this?
I'll find you a link.
Yes, about a week, as soon as you exit the western gates. But you'd have to find it in the hills. They're not easily known, as they're buried deep inside the hills.
Interesting. Okay, well,
it is in the Saturday chain.
Were you thinking about going to acquire a time stone?
No, we were just kind of going to acquire anything that may be there.
Oh, I mean, Draugr are there.
Grave robbers.
I'm very fast.
Yeah, I mean, many of the corpses and tombs were already robbed. It's the lower depths where people normally don't come out from.
Well, lower depths. You said they don't often come back, but anyone that has come back that said what's down in the lower depths? That's just interesting to me.
A time stone, that's what we were told to go get originally.
Right. But he was saying the lower depths, like, it seemed like maybe, there might be something very scary down there.
They don't ever remember. And no amount of greater restoration or otherwise brings back those memories. It's as though their travels there never happened. Some of the scholars here at the college believe that if you succeed in whatever is down there and acquire a time stone, your position and knowledge is reversed, as you are just transferred through time.
That seems sort of like that labyrinth when we. Do you all remember when we met Loki?
I remember.
How could I forget?
You met Loki?
Yes, we did.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Look at me.
It was definitely a god that said he was Loki. I don't know if it was Loki, but it seems like no other god would pretend to be Loki but Loki.
It was Loki.
That face.
I mean, unlikely, but... Oh, that's curious. But yes.
Yes. So, should we? I suppose we could tell her about the eternal flame.
Oh yeah, we could.
What of this eternal flame?
Tell them, brother.
Well, when we finished, it's the Adventures Labyrinth. Have you like the? That's basically, I think that's what they called it, the Adventures Labyrinth. It happens once a generation, something like that. We went in, we completed the labyrinth, which was very treacherous. Several of us almost fell into the astral sea, and it was terrible. But at the end, we were gifted a few things, one of which was an eternal flame, and there is a gem here. And then who? I think Vickers has it.
A gem.
It was like a gem with fire in it, right?
Oh, yes.
And then, they gifted us. This was one of the gifts. Was this gem with this flame inside of it?
This is interesting. You were gifted
divine,
an ember of the eternal flame.
Yes.
Powerful magic can be used with this. Very powerful.
Do you care to elaborate?
It depends on what the user's looking to do. It has a strong connection with life force, of course. It can also be used in greater spell casting.
Oh, as a component?
And more as a sustenance, as some spells at that stage could take over 30 days to successfully cast.
Ah, okay.
And using the flame to sustain yourself would allow you to actually survive the casting.
That's very interesting.
This is extremely valuable and very rare.
Well, Vicus, make sure you keep that in your most protected pocket.
Yes, certainly. I just We were told of what it could be used for, and I figured it was time to get a little more elaboration on its uses and exactly what we were carrying around.
No, it's very smart.
So, based on this, I do believe that it was in fact Loki that we had met.
It would definitely be possible, as the eternal flame is not accessible by mortals, which is why many mortals have sought to hire devils or fae or any other creature to go and try to snatch it. Even dragons have tried to get a taste of it to extend their already long-lived lives.
Oh, well.
It's like the Tesseract from Marvel. We just thought it was a cube of energy, and now it's a fucking Infinity Stone.
Well, no, you don't have the eternal flame. You have an ember of it. Once consumed.
Right.
Oh, you've heard of Thanos and the Infinity Stones.
That's a very interesting child's tale.
It is, yes. No, I heard that Thanos killed Loki, but that clearly wasn't the case.
No, it's certainly not. It's rubbish. It's not even possible. This was a mistake. This was a fucking mistake. My fucking immersion, guys.
I look just like Ed. Look at me. I saw
it's
it.
True, it kind of does. So, okay. That's very interesting. I would like to maybe look into more. Well, I guess we're going someplace where there's mages that have a lot of information. So maybe we could divine some more information about this ember and maybe some uses that, we could use it for to just be, more, not proactive, but maybe set a goal for ourselves. So maybe we can bring life back to a dead land or something.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, some kings would almost trade their entire kingdom for it.
Or, gain political favor. That's we could do that.
No.
I'm just thinking logistically.
We are not trading it for something material such as that. No.
I meant to raise the family, not just us.
No.
Not even fine. Then. That is. I thought you would appreciate that, but that's fine. No. That's fine.
There are limits. We do not tamper with the fabric of the gods in such a way to benefit ourselves. That is unacceptable.
Very good. And that's why we gave them back the Valkyrie armor, right?
Yes.
It wasn't because no one wanted it?
No. It was because it was not ours to take, and the Valkyrie required it back. None of us could be Valkyrie.
But if Frost wanted it,
no,
we would still have it.
He is not qualified to be a Valkyrie.
And why not, Vicus?
Well, first,
mainly because you have a penis, but
female, Frost. Secondly, even if you were, you do not buy into the faith. Because I can't tell between Dragonborn, and that's not. I don't think that's anything against me. It's just all of you. It's impossible to tell.
That is racist.
It's not, though.
I'm going to need more of your tears.
So, moving past this discussion, because this is rather awkward.
In front of
also, this is in front of someone that is basically a stranger.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, we're like having this fucking penis conversation in front of a diviner wizard. But you know what? They knew we were going to have this conversation.
From divination, I am very sorry for how we present ourselves in front of you. Please do not tell anyone at the college about this.
I've divined stranger.
See?
No, that's fair. You know what? Speaking of diviner wizards, person, I don't know that we ever got a name. Question: have you heard of someone called Flamefoot? Because they were watching us as we were going through the labyrinth, and I thought it was rather weird, but no one ever asked about it ever again. So I'm asking about it.
Are
you referencing the author of the Commonomicons?
Wait, that was
the
real.
one. Yes, that one.
Yeah. It's believed that they are a deity of lore or something.
That's now canon. I am now an NPC deity of lore. Just so everyone heard that, right? All right, cool.
I heard it. It's canon.
I'm not sure that's real. That's not confirmed. That's not.
It may also be a deity from the trickery domain as well. There could be a demi deity for all we know. Their location has been impossible to divine, so they could just be well protected.
Interesting. Okay, well, at least someone's heard of them. That's interesting enough.
I was certain it was just a bad dream.
I love this. So last game, Shifty hated Flamefoot, and now Shifty loves Flamefoot. And last game, David loved Flamefoot, and I was like, fuck that guy. Phenomenal. All right.
I, as a person, absolutely love Flamefoot. Vicus thinks it's ridiculous.
Right, exactly. Very good. Okay. Well, I just was curious about that because, how would that have worked?
Very little attention has been given to the person. They haven't done anything that warrants concern.
Good. Yeah, they're just selling a good name. Very good. Okay, I think I have everything we need. So how should we contact you via sending or something to if an appointment is?
I'll let you know if an appointment is created.
Perfect.
Most certainly.
Well, should we just mosey about town then for the next few days? At least until I can get my cloaks back.
Yes.
And then see if we can get an appointment. Is there anything anyone want? Goodbye. You have a wonderful day.
Yes, farewell.
Walking and talking. Is there anything else that you all want to do while we're here?
We might as well check out the local sect of the light. I would most certainly like to see the Church of Odor here, as it's quite magnificent.
We're out of earshot of anybody, right?
What's the question?
We're out of line of sight. We're out of earshot of anyone else other than just the party right now.
It's impossible to hear you with that ridiculous filter on your camera.
Oh, there's you mean just the picture filter?
It's hurting my eyes, so I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. That's how
as far as you're aware of, you're out of sight. Oh no, keycap.
So, do you actually speak with Odell? Do you communicate with him?
Certainly, yes. Quite often.
Why don't you ask him about the rain?
I mean, are you concerned?
Yeah. Didn't the last time we killed a dragon, it was kind of like a similar problem?
No, it was actually after the vampire was killed that the earthquake happened.
Nope.
But still, after things that we have done...
The earthquake actually woke the vampire.
Right,
as far as we know.
That's what I mean, yes. True.
But still, cataclysmic things have been happening as we do things.
Certainly, yes. I could speak with Oder.
Especially the rain. It's just... to me, I feel like I've heard a story about the rain being bad for everyone.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yes, certainly there are tales, and Thor does do his things and loses his temper from time to time. So certainly it could have something to do with that. But yes, I can speak with Oder, and I will.
Also, out of character, Tim, you can't hear this. Oh, by the way, I can talk to you telepathically now.
Wait, I can't hear it? What?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it to Callum. It's just to Vicus.
Oh, okay.
And Vicus is speaking out loud. How does that work exactly?
I don't know. I just woke up and now, and then all of a sudden, only Callum can hear this. I can do this.
Oh, that's cool.
What's cool?
No, he said he can do this, but in my
then
head.
both of you hear just this, but I don't move my mouth.
Oh, okay. So how do I respond in kind?
I kind of got in trouble thinking about the tavern wench. She turned around and said, "I can hear you talking," and I'm like, I didn't say anything.
Oh,
so,
well, how do I... So can I speak back to you that way, or do I just have to say it out loud? Is everyone just going to hear one side of our conversations?
I will ping it for everyone. It does seem that it's two-way.
Oh.
But that's up to DJ to decide.
I would have to take a look at it. I'm just
from a roleplay standpoint, Vicus is completely confused, and he's just going to speak out loud until he's told how to do it properly.
It says at the bottom, your communication doesn't give the creature the ability to respond to you.
It seems like it's only one way.
Yeah, it's one way.
There's two other feats that I really want, and this was one of them.
Okay, so yes, this is new and interesting. I like it. It could be definitely handy going forward. Certainly.
Definitely going to be fun for roleplay. I thought about pulling it out on this, but I wanted you guys to know before I used it.
Perfect.
Just talk shit about Frost constantly, so Shifty can't respond. just do it telepathically.
I'm just going to have to whisper you guys, I guess, is how I'm going to have to do it. So, like, let me see if it works. Whisper, Tercept.
You don't have to whisper to me. I automatically.
Oh, you can see it anyway?
Yep.
So I would
see
just
all
do
the shit that you guys talk about me. I see it all.
Yes, of course.
Can you set multiple people to get it?
I believe so. You can do whisper. I think like David. Maybe not.
Tim test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So you just have to use comma.
Perfect. But yes, speaking of different, I guess, learned things, I've been working on a few things, and I believe I have been able to stumble upon certain healing magics. That will definitely benefit us in the future.
Excellent. I actually have a gift for you, but we need to go to the Temple of Odur first.
Oh, then let's go.
All right. Walking through the downpour of rain. Are you guys doing anything to protect yourself from the rain, or are you just walking through it?
I'm just walking through it.
Yeah, I mean, is it like torrential?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I would throw up like my backpack over my head so it doesn't so I can still see as I walk.
Oh yeah, the streets are basically flooded. It's like 2 inches of water just.
Oh, wow.
And
It's
there's
that bad.
2 unseen servants, one to keep myself dry and one to keep Vigus dry.
And how are they
If
going to
it,
do
They're just
that?
like this.
just some hands.
I mean, I don't know. They can hold an umbrella over our head.
Do you have an umbrella?
I do have a blanket.
I do. That's adventuring gear, right? An umbrella.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them to hold a tent top, because I do have a 2-man tent over us.
Okay.
So like this, and then we're gonna walk under. And anyone else that can fit under there can do, but it's a 2-person tent.
Perfect. And it's 2-person laying down, so you can probably fit 4 people standing up underneath the tent.
Yeah, but just in your head, just tell Frost it's a 2-person tent.
Okay.
He could use a bath.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go to the temple.
This is not happening, is it? Please tell me. Why? Why?
Why?
Alright, hold on. I gotta. Let me see.
Be right back.
Not that one. This one.
That's why I like this thing. I can just do this, and you guys can't see me anymore.
Oh, you have like one of little flip tops?
I've got an actual cover that I just go.
Oh, okay.
I use it for work, so even though I bought this, it's for play and pleasure and
Oh, good gracious!
Yes. I'm quite disappointed I'm out of beer, but I only brought 4 up here because I don't want to be hungover in the morning.
Alright. Walking through the downpour. Well, wait for David to get back.
Something bad is gonna happen. Let me make sure I got my new 2 spells in, because I haven't pulled them in my sheet yet. I picked 2, but I never put them on.
Oh, I need to. Yeah, I'll go get my talent really quick. I forget exactly what it's called.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
It's
Town.
the Summon Vorpal Sword, right?
It is not. No, I'll give that joke a break for at least a month. No, it's I think it's called Brilliant Academic. It's one of the skill abilities, so it lets me like add a D12 to my skill checks for history or something like that.
Yeah, like once a day or something.
Yeah, I think it's 3 times a day per long rest. I can add a D12 to. I think it was history, persuasion, a few different checks. I'll copy the whole text and put it in there.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool, and it's more flavor than combat. I'm done optimizing.
So, walking through the torrential downpour on your way to the Temple of Odor here in Ludbreg. It is uphill, so the longer you're walking, the less water you have to wade through or step through. You now have to wade through it. The bright orb that looks like a sun emits from it, so it's quite easy to find. As you get closer and closer, you notice that the temple is mostly outdoors. There's no coverings to it other than what would be the sleeping area. So it's a big circular temple, goes around full circle. It's quite open. You can see right through, just pillars holding up certain parts of the ceilings and walls, or just the ceilings overhead. There's a few acolytes going around, and there's one that is more well-dressed than the others. I wish I had my notes, but fucking Foundry keeps breaking this goddamn shit.
And would I recognize them as similar rank to Brother Earhart or
Yes, though
or higher?
he seems to have a few chains and stuff wrapped around his arms and legs. They seem to be either platinum or gold. Or a mix.
Do I know the significance of those?
You can make a religion check. Not necessarily. You do know, based off how decorative they are, that they do have some sort of religious significance, but you're not positive.
Okay.
But he's a bald man, and he's standing over or under an overhang, just staring at the fake sun right now. As you approach and get closer, it's about 40 feet in diameter, and it's hovering about 40 feet up in the air, and it actually gives off heat.
Ooh.
So the area feels warm and comforting, even with this rain. As you can hear the sizzle of the drops evaporating as they get close to it.
How far away is this person?
Because of the downpour, he's probably within 20 to 15 feet before you can really make out these details.
I'm going to use my my free no use like I don't have. It's just an innate ability that I don't have to somatic or anything of detect thoughts. Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
What's on the top of his mind?
Oh.
I can read your mind.
So
and
it
we
does
can't
take
read
your
yours because we're a
concentration.
magneto helmet.
That's one thing. It does take your concentration, but it lasts for
That's
1
fine.
minute.
I don't have to say or do anything. It's just like innate once a day.
His surface thoughts is regarding the Council of Ludbreg right now, and what moves need to be made to continue to help people. It's regarding food supplies and stuff with this downpour potentially ruining crop harvest and even making magically growing crops difficult.
So so I get like good guy vibes from him, not bad guy vibes.
Yeah.
All right, I relay that and say good guy vibes to both of them, or to everyone that's in the party telepathically, because I know Frost is here. But
stay out of my head.
What? Good guy vibes? What?
I also relayed what you guys just heard.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were just saying good guy vibes. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I look at Ed kind of like confused. Of course, yes, good guy vibes. The brother of the church.
Your other church did, pay vampires.
Not okay. So that was generations before, not the current ones.
No, it's not wrong. I'm just saying, it's good to be aware.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes, fair.
Okay.
Based.
So as we get closer, I blessings of the dawn, brother. I'm happy to meet your acquaintance. I'm a fellow acolyte of the sun, and I'm
I'm well aware
new
of who
to
you are, Vicus.
well, I'm unfortunately I can't say the same. I apologize.
Ah, don't be alarmed. I'm a good friend of Brother Erhart, and
Ah,
I'm Organ Hillstead.
Organ Hillstead. Well,
If it hasn't been a minute yet, I want you to tell me if he's thinking other shit, okay?
happy to have met you.
No, yes, my brother's accolades speak for themselves, of course.
Did Brother Erhart tell you if I'm coming?
He told me about your adventure, and I realized that it'd be the best step for here, and he told me about your companions.
Ah, right. Yes. Well, um, all good things, I'm sure. Yes, certainly.
Yes, you did the church a favor.
Well, it's part of the service. It's not quite really a favor. It's my duty.
Yes.
Quick question. Can you put his name in chat for me, Tercept?
Yep.
You are awesome. Thank you.
Brother Amelia Earhart.
No, that was the first one. I have to say, this is spectacular. How is this? How is this done? This tiny sun you've created here that you are presiding over.
It was done long ago with the help of the Vanir. They've helped assist keep it up and running. You haven't been here during the night, and the night it turns to a full moon,
Oh,
which has been very useful when hunting down lycanthropes.
yes. I see how that would be handy.
But aren't lichens made in full moon? Wouldn't that make the lichens?
Well, yes, instead of having to be barbaric and use silver to harm, anyone who is suspected of being a lichen would be presented here at the temple in the light of a full moon.
That's rather, yeah, no, above table. Are lichens evil always?
You can roll an intelligence check, probably Arcana.
That's a yes.
And I will add a brilliant academic die to that.
Ooh, brilliant academic.
What is a brilliant academic? Is that your feat?
It's a talent. I pinged it for you guys so you could see it. I took a talent at level 9.
I need to look at the talents.
For the most part, yes, because lichens are cursed. They're not evil by nature, but typically lichens are those that were forcefully turned to lichens by other lichens, or they were cursed by somebody to become a lichen for evil acts.
Gotcha. So, kind of, I mean, with Sneaky and his last character, like it just made him, it slowly adjusts your alignment until it does.
Yeah. So once you turn forcefully under a full moon, which with there being 2 moons, it's quite often that to get a full moon. So once you turn, you're just set. And lichens that turn lose their mind, and the only ones that embrace the beast form are the ones that have control over the transformation. And that means fully embracing the alignment.
Gotcha.
And the nature of that. The typical alignments still stand, with werebears being the only ones that are good, as they'll feast more on other animals and such. But they're much less common.
Gotcha.
And they can
Cool.
still be very dangerous.
So. Well, that's a rather good way of doing it then. Not just harming, any citizen that, walks through the door and finding out. That's very smart.
Yes. But, that is not why you're here. So why are you here?
Well, certainly I would like to stop in and definitely see the temple. I also have been gifted a sunstone and have began my pilgrimage. I was mainly stopping by to inquire, if there are any, I suspect, areas that need help along the way, or how I could provide my services to assist since we are here.
If you're looking to help those in Ludbreg, you would find very few to assist, as Ludbreg is very capable of producing its own food, care, and healing capabilities with the amount of temples and druids and other divine folk that reside in these parts.
Okay.
Even with the earthquake that happened some time ago, we were quickly able to heal and not be so affected as we built the city with nature. So it was already reinforced.
Right. Well, that's fortunate.
But it's good that you go on this pilgrimage. As he moves around it with his arms, you notice that the chains are quite heavy as they cling together.
Brother, I pardon my lack of knowledge, but I have to ask about the chains. What are their significance, and why do you bear them?
They're chains of atonement.
I
wear
see.
them as my mistakes in my past burden me mentally. The chains will burden me physically.
I see. Well, I apologize for bringing them up. This is my first encounter with such a thing.
Everyone chooses to atone differently.
That they do. Well, brother, I'm glad to hear that your city is doing well, even in spite of the earthquakes. And I'm happy to have met you. And this temple is quite lovely, I must say.
Does the weather concern you?
I am questioning it more each day as it continues without relenting. While at sea, I'd assumed that it was just a passing storm, but as it continues, I am becoming more worried, yes.
Yes, the weather is concerning. I do not know what it means.
Nor do I, but I plan to commune with Oder and see what we may do about it.
I fear Odor doesn't have the answer, for I have already asked.
Saving spell slots. Quick question. Did you ask about the teleportation circle? I had to go get gas drops.
I have not, no.
Okay.
Well then, if Oder doesn't know, perhaps we shall seek answers elsewhere.
Yes, Perhaps you will find them. Where do you go to next after Ludbreg?
We are headed to the Violet Tower to inquire on the earthquake and a few other things. And then after that, we will continue the pilgrimage.
You'll find answers at the Violet Tower.
Well, question for you. Is it Father Hillestad?
You can just call me Organ.
All right, Organ. By the way, Hillestad, he's totally a fucking vampire. Organ, anyone with the last name Stad, vampire. Organ, does this temple keep a record? So I'm looking, because my brother is a priest of your order, or a cleric of your order. I was wondering if you might have a teleportation circle that we would have access to. That's my first question. The second question would be, do you have any record of other circles around the continent?
I do. I have circles to every temple of Odur. But yet letting you use the circles would ruin the pilgrimage that your brother is on.
Oh, very good. Would we be, since we visited this temple already, would we be able to visit this circle at least?
You will not have access to my circles.
Very good. All right. First date, I get it. Very good.
Highly inappropriate.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not a cleric, so it doesn't matter. So
certainly does. Yes, it does.
It's very Final Fantasy X. You can't use the Aeons until you go to the church first.
Right, exactly. Such a good game. Blitzball. So, okay, well, very good. Well, brother, my surprise is ruined for you now, but that's not a problem. So we are good to go then. You've been so helpful, Sir Organ.
Your brother is on a pilgrimage. While he has your companionship, he must still find his own way. Otherwise, I could send him to the opposite temple right now, and his pilgrimage would be complete.
That you're not wrong. I actually, I'll kind of step to the side. I'll whisper, but I'm sure they can still fucking hear me. It doesn't matter. I was going to let him go home tonight and sleep in his own bed, as like we just killed a white dragon. So as like a favor, like let him sleep in his own bed and get comfortable and then teleport back here to continue the pilgrimage. But I understand that it is a religious thing. I'm not a religious man, so I get it, and that's absolutely fine. I didn't mean to disrespect. I just tend to be very sarcastic. So, but I understand completely, and thank you very much for that explanation.
Brother, I don't know what you're saying to Brother Jorgen, but please, he is busy and he has things to do.
Of course, I'm being kind.
I'm just saying that I cannot provide the assistance, nor can the church provide that assistance. Whether if you find somebody else to send you on a way with a different teleportation circle, but the church will not complete the pilgrimage. The path that you all choose is the path for the pilgrimage that he is on.
Very good. Very good. That makes perfect sense, and I very much appreciate that explanation. That's wonderful. Well, yeah. I think that's all I had, brother. I don't know if you have any further business. Ed, I do need some help from you. If we could just take a walk over here real quick.
Yeah, sure, but in your brain.
So he doesn't have a French accent in my brain?
Nope. It's just
weird.
Normal
His inner voice is not French.
Real reason why Paul took this feat is so that way he doesn't have to do the accent anymore.
I would be supremely disappointed above and below table.
I might have to come up with a new accent just for the
inner voice. Yeah. That'd be great. It should just be Frost's accent.
But let's go.
Perfect. But yeah, I'll let Vicus finish up whatever he needs to finish up.
Nope, that's it. I was just coming to offer services, and if they're not needed, then I was going to move on.
Gotcha. So, Ed, you're very, floaty now. You fly around. It's amazing, by the way.
Absolutely, yeah, I love floating around. It's fun to float around, floating here, floating there, floating everywhere.
I cannot handle this right now. All right, so that's it's beautiful. Could you just, I don't know, talk to it is weird you like entering my mind without my consent. Not that you don't have my consent, but you didn't ask, so
yes.
Okay, very good. So would you be able to take a quick so I'm trying to do this surprise for Vicus. I would like to studying in Easternay and then in the Paola Tower, I have knowledge of well, okay, I don't know if that's true. So Tercept, the spell Teleportation Circle says that when you learn it, 2 circles from your land or whatever.
Yes.
Does that apply to this world?
Yes, you would have one back to your home in Easternay, as well as potentially one in Paola Tower.
Those are the 2 that I thought made sense, but I don't want to assume that I just have that knowledge. So
you could also have one to Acernia, the capital. That would be like the public teleportation circle.
Can you ping Acernia for me?
That's the capital of the Empire.
Oh, that's where the fucking fighting pits are too. That's awesome. Okay, never mind. Fuck Vicus. We're going to the fighting pits. No. So I wanted to take him back home. We just beat a white dragon. He's on this pilgrimage. I thought it'd be nice to let him sleep in his own bed. And we could all, just have, a good time at the manor. And visit our mother and father and all that good stuff. So, do you have the ability to draw a teleportation circle?
Not right now, but like you, I am a Castiel.
Right. So, my thought, well, actually, hold up.
Had I known during, level 8 to level 9.
Right. So, Tercept, I have a question, and I have actually never had a player ever ask me this, so I'm curious what your thought process is. If I spent basically 100 gold worth of my components, and I drew 2 teleportation circles, but didn't use one, as long as it was preserved, it wouldn't be a permanent circle, but as long as it was preserved for a day or 2, would you be able to teleport back to it?
No, because you haven't imbued it with magic.
Okay, that's fair. I just thought of that, and I was like, I don't know how that would work. Okay, so that won't work then. I was gonna say if Ed could watch over the circle, or actually Frost, because Frost doesn't care about pleasantries.
Oh, please, he could go ahead and get another, drinking vessel.
That's true. No, he does. He does enjoy the steins from our home. I'll have to bring him back one at some point. Okay, so I need to find this. So if we're not doing anything, like I know we're just hanging around town for the next few days, I will investigate and try to find if there is some sort of, I don't know, teleportation hub, or if there is some sort of, not necessarily mages guild, but like, I don't know, like a city mage or something of that nature. Someone of some sort of magical aptitude in Ludbreg.
So there's a college of divination that you've been to.
You know what? You're not wrong, but I'm not a divination wizard, so I didn't think that far ahead. You see what I did there?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Gotcha. I don't think that Brilliant Academic helps with. Oh, it does. This is going to be way more powerful than I thought it was going to be. And before the outcome is determined, I will go ahead and add a D12 to that.
Can't wait for my Monday character to level up.
Yeah.
So 21.
All right. You spend 2 days just talking around people, trying to figure out what the gist is for transportation. A lot of the people here hire druids to go through the trees and other things. You go back to the college, mostly because you got a sending saying, hey, your appointment's ready to go to Castle Olamok. This is 2 days later. And you learn while at the college that you can buy access to one of the teleportation circles at the college for 2,000 gold.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is it just, we don't have to role play it out. Is it like unlimited access, or is it like a one-time use?
Once a month.
Once a month. That's not bad.
Otherwise, it's going to be 250 gold per person that you bring through if you need to come back.
Okay, so it's like a once a month membership.
Yep.
Gotcha. One-time fee, 2,000 gold.
And that's only to arrive. That's not like using the circle to leave.
Right. Okay.
Portal flicks.
What'd you say?
Net portal.
Net portal. Okay, so I don't have 2,000 gold on my person, so I'm gonna just go into our handouts and subtract 2,000 gold. Well, okay, I would bring this up to everyone. Like, hey, I've learned this spell. We can gain access to come back here whenever we want, once a month, if we need to. Party loot. Everyone cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. It could be handy to return to Ludbreg at some point.
And then in your head, he's like, you probably spoiled the present now.
Oh, well, just gaining access to teleportation circle, for future reference, it sounds like a good idea. All right, so I subtracted it from the party sheet. It says 63,000 GP now. And I will buy that membership. And then, you said we do have an appointment with Lord Olamok?
Yes, your appointment is scheduled in 3 hours from now.
Is it 3 hours and 17 minutes, or
no? Just 3 hours.
Did you not think that the Lord would have made the appointment promptly, brother?
No. I thought he would, but the last time we went to the place, they said your meeting will be in exactly 12 minutes or something like that. It was very interesting. I thought, maybe they were just like rounding up or rounding down instead of saying the exact time.
Right. So, so Lord doesn't value his time, is what you're saying.
No. What? Are you being passive-aggressive for some reason?
At all, brother. I'm just just saying that it's not out of the ordinary for someone to have very specific times that they would like to meet people.
I agree. And so the last time we went, when they said it would be in exactly 12 minutes, I thought that was very interesting. So when they said 3 hours, it just sounded like a roundabout time.
Not interesting.
No, it's not interesting because it's such a roundabout time frame.
Fair, right.
It's like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. No, it's not interesting. But if you said 27 minutes, that's very interesting.
I've got you. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I understand.
Okay.
It was the specificity. Okay.
It was, yes, the specificity was extremely interesting to me.
Okay. So you're in awe of the time management skills of this lord.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we're on the same page, I get it.
I can't tell you the last time I was like, I'll make it there in roughly 6 minutes exactly. I don't know.
That's fair.
I would just say 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
That's fair. And sometimes you would be 12 minutes.
Exactly. But I wouldn't know to say 12 minutes, you know?
Right.
So
Right. Because you're not conscientious of your time sometimes. I get it. It's fine.
You're being kind of a little bitch today. Is there something wrong?
No, I'm just saying that some lords have better time management than others.
That's true. But the specificity. I mean, I don't have a some sort of timekeeping device on my wrist or my arm or something that tells me the exact time of the day. So it's very interesting.
Oh yeah, I actually have a divination wizard to help keep your appointments either.
That's true. So, okay, Vicus.
Yes.
Question.
Answer.
Would it be rude to ask him how he keeps such a specific schedule?
Perhaps not, if you worded it correctly and you were perhaps seeking... it's probably best to ask his assistant these things, not him.
You're right. He probably doesn't keep this schedule.
Yes, probably.
Why do they say schedule instead of schedule? I don't understand accents. It bothers me. No, you're right. I should ask the assistant. You're correct. Okay, thank you for that guidance. I will use your wisdom for these endeavors more often,
brother.
Yeah, I'm rather autistic when it comes to social interactions.
Well, what is autistic?
They call it I don't know, neurodivergent. I have a tendency to just ask anything I want and just lay it on very thick. I've been told that since I was very young. I just go and go and go and don't stop.
I stopped listening at when you said neurodivergent.
Divergent, yes. Mm-hmm. No, it's a medical diagnosis, really.
Have you noticed I just don't stop talking once I start? I just go and go and ramble and ramble.
Yes. And you're not a doctor, Vicus. We had this discussion.
Well, that has yet to be that has yet to be decided entirely.
You are not allowed to give diagnosis.
Frost, I would say that you're a surgeon with your sword, though.
A surgeon for death.
Exactly. And so he's a doctor for life.
Exactly. Same thing.
There we go.
So you agree, Frost?
No.
Logic boxing Frost does not work. Throwing him in the logic box, he doesn't like it.
Well, I suppose we should wait for our
And again, we've been having this entire conversation of divination. Yeah. We'll just wait over in the sitting area over here.
Yeah, so that would be fine. There's some fruits there. Help yourself.
Oh, thank you. That's never a good sign.
I want to see if my telekinesis still works. I look at Frost and I say, "Hey, Frost."
What?
And then I say, if you want to make Vegas cry, I can make him forget as long as we can get him to start crying and make him forget after 6 seconds.
You can
Then it
do
won't hurt his
that?
feelings. Of course I can do that. But we can't do it here.
I need more vials.
You better go buy some.
Ficus,
What do you need more vials for, Frost?
Why is he talking?
Frost, what do you need more vials for?
I just look at Ed.
I don't know. He just started talking to himself.
For Vicky's tears.
What? No.
What?
Why? It's not going to happen, so...
It was funny,
He's
like,
so obsessed with
twice.
it. He brings it up all the time.
I've seen him use it to make that thing he does, but why? I just don't understand why.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't think he actually needs new tears every time. I think he just wants them.
I pour it out and the dragon comes.
Well, yes, but could they be anyone's? Do they have to be mine?
You're the baby. It's easy to make you cry, and you have the blessed tears.
Oh, right. So basically, I don't know how to respond to that.
What if I made you forget why?
I'm trying to think of a way to respond.
If we made you cry and then made you forget, would that be okay?
No, it would not be okay because I don't want to cry. If I'm crying and you happen to get them, that's different. But making me cry to get them is not okay. It's not.
Yeah, but what if we make you cry to get them and then you forget it even happened? You're just like, why am I crying?
Oh, that's even worse than just making me try to take them.
I would also petition that we don't make him cry just willy-nilly. It doesn't seem like a good,
Frankly, it's not healthy.
It's not at all.
This is not a. How can I say this in the most correct way possible? Living and traveling with people who are trying to make you cry on a regular basis is not good for one's health.
But
I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm just trying to make you forget that you're crying.
Frost.
I'm trying to be the healer here.
I don't think memory modification on a very, very regular level is also very healthy.
So
as we've seen by the Jim Carrey movie, Spotless Mind, not a good thing.
So, yes, I don't. Yes, I agree, Frost, that crying is good for the soul when it's needed.
I'm going to say this out of character. We're never going to get anything done tonight.
No.
I just want to bring up something. I don't know why this reminded me of this. So, do you guys ever go like YouTube rabbit holes for like super happy shit that like just makes you like happy cry? Does anyone else do that, or is it just me?
No, I don't happy cry.
No? Okay. I will like literally go and like watch like golden buzzer moments from like America's Got Talent, like people like literally achieving their dreams, like, and like I will weep, like not like sob, but I'll cry. It's weird. I have a weird obsession with that, and it's weird. All right, moving on. Little fact about Tim.
Forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's on YouTube Canon now.
Yeah, no. Jen is always like, why do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. It just makes me feel good.
I told you crying is good for the soul.
Yes, as needed.
And Frost is it.
Frost is a divination wizard for like multiple realities because he keeps hearing me talk as Tim and like responding to it.
Yeah.
This is now
and
canon.
that's even when he's here, like Stoney is here.
That's hilarious. All right, so let's see here. We're not going to make Vicus cry. Frost, the tears, we'll get them for you. That's fair. You need them for your little pet dragon thing, which is really, really cool, by the way. But the next time you cast that spell, don't pour the tears out. Let's just see if it works that way.
But no, I need to pour them out or the dragon won't come.
You see, I have
here?
He believes this. So no, I have dabbled in actual spell craft. I have molded my own spell. So I think that if you try to use it just as, I don't think it has to be poured on the ground. So we'll try it in safe quarters and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then, no harm, no foul. And if it does, then we know for the future. It's all about experimentation.
Maybe I should pour it on our enemies that I'm going to crush.
I mean, you could, and that would be actually kind of a badass move, not to lie, but you're wasting spell components at that point. And, efficiency is paramount, especially as an adventurer. So, let's maybe not do that, because making my brother cry...
This is how the spell works.
Frost, you're not listening to me. Experimentation and efficiency.
Why not just crush?
No, yep. Logic box not working yet again. All right, so moving right along. We're not going to make Vicus cry for no reason. All right? So if you make him cry...
I need his tears.
No, I get that. You need his tears. That's fine. If you want to make him cry, that's true. You know what would make him cry is stabbing me through the gut. But I bet you couldn't do it.
Okay, let's not. Okay, this is counterproductive. It's not getting us anywhere. Just let's not, please.
Can't do it because he doesn't have any braids.
No, please don't. No, I'm not equipped for this kind of situation. Let's just... I've had
a cold for a week and a half that I haven't told anyone about. The sun is in my eyes.
No,
I'm not going to the castle.
Okay.
I will wait.
That's fine.
I don't like when my weapons are taken from me.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Sense. Oh, that's fair. I understand.
I get it.
I have an idea to help Frost get his tears. So why don't you guys go and I'll help Frost and we won't have to make Vicus cry. No?
No, that sounds glorious. Are you going to hurt someone?
No.
Insight check. Roll that deception, bitch.
Lucky.
I have a +0 to this, so it was kind of meant to be.
I'm just going to do the same thing that we said we were going to do to Vicus. We're going to go tell a little girl that her whole family's going to die, and then she cries, and then I make her forget, and then we got tears.
Okay, so I would say that in that instance, he really doesn't think he's going to hurt anyone, right? Does Ed think of that as hurting someone? Yes or no?
It's not, because they don't remember.
Okay, then my insight roll is for nothing, because he really doesn't think he's going to hurt anyone. So that's fine. I just need to get the logic behind it, right?
But mental trauma still exists. Babies don't remember the trauma that they can go through.
It's gonna forget. It's gonna forget. Watch.
It still affects them.
Okay, so we're not in the castle right now, right?
Right.
We're just in the waiting room. Yeah.
You're in the waiting room of the college.
Oh goodness.
So check this out. I can be like, Hey, Frost, you're a big stupid idiot. And look, he gets mad because I called him a big stupid idiot. But then I go, oh, I didn't mean that you're a big stupid idiot. Oh, the game's paused. You have to unpause it. There we go. I didn't mean that you're a big stupid idiot. You just heard that. And then you forgot it ever happened.
So, but, okay. If we're getting like real literal with this, you can change like neurosynapses to like make them more anxious or like not good. Like that is a thing. So would that magic reverse that? I'm just from a physical standpoint, right? Like if we're going to use shape water to like break locks.
I think Callum needs to look at this more on the spell casting side. With what spells being used.
Yeah, and I don't know that, or Callum doesn't know that. So,
well, apparently, Ed has the ability to modify memories of some
right.
kind.
So let's go ahead and just roll, because he mentioned that several times. We'll roll. Oh, not at advantage. So just take the first roll. Sorry. Hopefully that 19 was the first roll.
It
was not.
It was the 6. Hello?
Discord.
Damn. Hello.
For some reason, Discord keeps like freezing.
Oh.
It's not my internet. I haven't dropped any frames.
I think it's just Discord tonight. It's been doing it for me too.
Okay.
Awkward silence.
Yes.
Engage.
2 hours into the game, we've made it through 3 in-game days, which is actually pretty efficient for us, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
We did do a cruise that took 2 months.
Right, exactly. We don't fuck around when it comes to the role play.
I had to change the calendar date. So thank you for reminding me.
There is a diaper wipe emergency. I will be right back.
Okay.
The awkward silence will continue.
I'll be back then.
All right.
Your light's off. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, I have some algae bloom going on, so I'm trying to not feed it so much light.
Based.
I'm going to switch over to intermission.
Let me know when you're out of intermission.
I'm out of intermission.
I want everyone to know that Wegmans charges 5 cents for bags. My position will not be changed.
Okay. Your position will not be changed.
That is all. I have so many good spells, and I want to use all of them all the time. But I can't. And that makes me sad. Deep Pockets is basically worthless now that we have them whole. I can just go. So what are we doing first? Are we doing the castle, or are we doing the adventures of Frost and Ez?
Let's go to the castle.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say.
I don't want to take away too much of Shifty's agency with his characters.
Why do I always get Shifty and Stoney's names mixed up? I know their voices, but not their usernames.
Because they start with an S and end in a Y.
Yeah, probably. No one corrected me.
Well, it was also very hectic.
Sorry, Shifty.
Going to the castle. So it's just Vicus and Callum. You are greeted by the attendant again. Lord Olamak will see you now.
Oh, excellent. I will not take the time to ask him about the timekeeping.
Okay. He escorts you through the trophy room as the wall separates into the throne room where you see Lord Olamak sitting on his throne.
Hello, Lord. We have returned with the head of that the white dragon, the Eros or Errol,
Or the Undying.
The Undying. Yes.
Did I ask for this head?
I was told that you did.
I'm sure. I guess I could find a use for it.
I believe it was more or less the other books and things that we wanted him to take a look at, brother.
Right, but didn't you specifically tell me that he needed this head as a gift?
No, I didn't say he needed it, but that was how I wanted to get us this appointment.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe I should have said that first.
Yeah, I just knew that he needed the head, or he wanted the head.
Well,
okay, very good. Yes, Lord Automac, you may not have asked for this head, but it is gifted upon you by us, the Grim Reapers. Canon. Fucking canon now. You're welcome, everyone.
I see you're lacking a few companions. Have you,
Oh, no, they're fine. They're fine.
No.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah, no, yeah, they all survived, thankfully. No, the Dragonborn doesn't. He is very attached to his weapon, so not being able to have his weapon on hand at all times is somewhat problematic for him. And then the wizard fortune teller that we have, he wanted to keep him company. So no, they're fine. Oh, the bald one. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, Lord Alamak, long story short, basically there were two things that we wanted to show you that didn't quite make it sense to us, and we thought maybe you could shed some light on these. There's a sketchbook, and I'll pull that out, and the battle standard of this dragon's ancient foes, I suppose. I was just curious if maybe you had any information on what any of this meant, or what perhaps this sketchbook is depicting.
The battle standard is from an old civilization, nothing that exists anymore, nothing to be concerned about. It was a very minor nation back before these nations first really came together. So it was most likely that the dragon that you have slain had either allied itself or was attacked by this nation and it kept it as a trophy at some point.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's this sketchbook?
So I kind of like open it up and kind of walk it over there and show him. It's the description we have is a sketchbook from another world, the material plane depicting unfamiliar creatures and one very familiar dragon.
You got this in the dragon's lair?
Yes, it was part of his hoard.
Well, it's clearly depicting Orgamander.
I'm sorry, who?
One of Loki's children.
Oh, oh. Um. Why? Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. You know him by the name Obsidian.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yes. So technically born a giant, but Orgamander chose to took more on a form that allowed him to escape the ocean that Odin threw him in.
I see.
Which is
That's
how many of the dragons came to worship him and tried to place him in godhood above Toxicus.
Well, that's disturbing. So I suppose that Imor was a follower or perhaps an admirer of Obsidian, I suppose.
Perhaps. It's hard to ask now that you have removed its head from its corpse. But
I wonder if
Speak
perhaps
with the dead?
yes, if perhaps we could do something about that. A seance of sorts.
maybe if its throat is intact.
Oh, about that. No. We took the breath gland from its throat.
Ah, and you've succeeded, considering that you weren't frozen completely solid.
Yes, we did.
It was a harrowing experience.
Yeah. Anyways, once Odin found out what Orgamander has done, Odin led a campaign to imprison Orgamander, which was more commonly known as Obsidian by this point.
Okay.
And that's why Obsidian is now buried very deep.
Speaking of that, you said you were going to check on it.
I did.
What did your investigation turn up, if you don't mind me asking?
The corpse is still dormant.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, thank you for this information. And if you'd like the head of Imor, then you are more than welcome to take it. But if you have no need for it, we can take it with us. We just would have liked to basically stop in and For lack of a better word, touch base on this task and to gather more information on these materials that we found.
I'll keep the head as a gift. I'm sure I could find some use for some of the scales.
That would be great. Yes, perfect. Brother, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. I have a +0, so I was like, can I even fucking lift this thing? Let's give it a whirl.
Great effort, but you're quite struggling with it as Lord Alamak beckons assistants that you didn't know were there to come, and they assist you with removing the head as they carry it off.
Yes, come, give me my head.
This filter thing is a bad idea. I can't concentrate half the fucking time.
But
yeah, I've just turned mine off.
If there's nothing else, I bid you safe travels and return to Ludbreg.
Yes, Lord Alamak, and we will not take up any more of your time. We greatly appreciate.
I do have one more question. I apologize.
Do not ask about the timekeeping.
Nope.
Do it.
Not about that.
Do it.
So the your court wizard. I believe that your assistant is your court wizard. I think he said something about that to me last time we were here.
Yes.
Yes. Would he be, or would you be willing to enable him to share knowledge with me on occasion?
What knowledge?
Well, I'm in search of a few spells. They're rather well known. Nothing crazy by any stretch of the imagination. But there's a few spells that I'm on the lookout for. I don't have them. I'll pull out my spell shard. I don't have them inscribed currently, and I can't use them on a ready basis. So I was just seeing if that knowledge would be, I don't know, ethical to ask for.
If they wish to sell you knowledge, they may do so, but I will not order it.
Very good. Very good. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be a slight on your power or your station. Just wanted to make sure that it was okay for me to ask. So I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I now have a dragon's head to clean.
Do enjoy and wear gloves. It's very cold.
I prefer to use my hands.
Okay.
As the court wizard appears behind you, I will escort you to the teleportation circle.
Thank you. And I have some questions once we leave the Lord's presence.
Yes. And he escorts you out. The walls close behind. What questions do you ask of me?
Firstly, do you have access, and would you be able to describe me a scroll for the spell Mage Armor?
It's a quite simple scroll.
Yes, I think so as well. I don't know it, and I would be very much. Or if you even knew greater Mage Armor, that would be fine as well. But I just didn't want to ask too much. Second question is, the timekeeping here is absolutely immaculate. How do you do it?
He pulls out a marble. A greater orb of timekeeping.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Where does one get those?
You craft it.
Craft it, okay. Like 3 levels of artificer. Okay. Greater orb of timekeeping. I will be on the lookout for one of those. It just seems very cool. I enjoy that kind of meticulous nature to time. That's very, very nifty.
It allows us to keep on a tight schedule.
Yes, no, that is absolutely marvelous. I enjoy that, and I like the idea of a tight schedule.
He deviates from the path real quick, and he goes over to a wall before pressing in certain spots of the brick wall as it opens up into a laboratory with scrolls and constructs just whiffing around.
I was just trying to memorize the presses, but I don't think I did.
No. Your vision was also obscured. But he walks in and he murmurs something as a scroll flies to his hand as he comes over to you. It will be 50 gold for this. It is just mage armor.
Very good. I hand him 5 platinum. There you go. Thank you so much. This is very helpful.
I keep a few around just in case.
It's smart. Very smart.
Now, back to the circle with you.
Yes, of course.
I escort you to the circle, activates it, and you are back in Ludbreg.
Do we want to save the adventures of Ed and Frost for when Shifty gets back?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be fucking hysterical.
I can't wait.
It doesn't even move when you talk.
It does. I just have to look right at it. It's a little slow, but it gets the job done.
The whatchamacallit, the Norman Rockwell one is even more terrifying. It's pretty great.
I think this one's the best one out of all of them.
Oh my goodness, Crab Rave.
What the hell?
I mean, like, it even gets the tongue in your cheek.
What is this crab ray that's happening on my map, though?
Crab Rave. Acquired a
Gotcha. All right, so we have that. Did I get my cloak back from the divination wizard? Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and add that back on. Is the shark on the outside or the inside?
The cloak
sorry. He didn't combine them. He just moved one enchantment from one to the other, right?
Yes. So you don't have a shark on your cloak anymore.
Thank God. But I can make it billow with a bonus action.
But with that newfound knowledge, you all return to Ludbreg, and that evening you find Ed and Frost back at the inn.
I won't ask about the tears, but in game I will, but out of game I won't until Shifty's back to make sure that we know the whole story of how that went down.
Yeah.
I feel it now, Mr. Krabs.
So, I guess it's time to go fight or go look for some Draugr. And if we can't find them, head to the Violet Tower, right?
Yes.
I don't think we had anything else in mind.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong. it takes, what is it, like 2 hours times the spell level to scribe a spell into your scroll plus the Arcana check?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So I will... Well, I guess the next morning I would need to find somebody who can sell me the arcane ink to scribe.
We have dragon's blood.
How much have you drank tonight?
4.
I'm like 6 deep and I'm not that drunk. Did you just search crab face masks?
Yes. This one's freaking me out because the eyes work.
Yep.
That they do.
That's definitely the worst one. And then the floppy claws.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the claws flopping with the head movement is pretty...
I'm a kitchen.
Shrimp scampi. It just makes me think of fucking the Forrest Gump scene where they talk about all the shrimp sandwich.
Yep.
Does this count?
Crab rangoon.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So I would spend the next morning acquiring some sort of arcane ink or whatever to scribe a first level spell scroll.
You can buy some from the college.
Okay, I would do that before we left then. I would buy some before we left after the castle visit.
I would also buy... protection from energy scrolls if there were any.
You would have to commission them.
Okay. How long would that take?
They're 3rd level scrolls?
Yep.
They take a week to scribe.
Week.
And that's not counting for the time for these people to do it. Like, you're basically paying them for a week.
Right.
And you're gonna want more than one, so you're gonna have to pay multiple people.
Yeah. Okay.
It's up to you, but you can...
I would probably have to... could I buy the materials to make more?
You can buy the inks and the paper.
Yeah, I would do that then, and I would do it myself.
All right.
Okay, are we sure we don't want a flying carpet? Because I'll look for one.
What about
It'd take me about
Larry?
a week. Right, Larry.
Larry.
I heard Larry died. No. Larry, you're right. No, we have to travel with Larry. He's been super useful up to this point. Yeah, no.
What about Larry?
I don't know. Yeah. Fucking shifting his goddamn pets. Okay. I'm gonna just have to get, Regal Procession as a spell so that I can just summon him fucking mounts whenever he needs them. Yeah, okay, so Fine Steed and Regal Procession, Jesus fucking Christ, Ed.
I'm tiny.
That's true. Do those summon do they summon a mount, or does it just a wild mount appear from the area?
So Fine Steed summons the creature with no harnesses or anything available. Phantom Steed will summon a creature with harness, saddle, bridle, whatever, to do anything that you need.
Right. But if we left Larry here and I cast Fine Steed, because I can technically have that spell with the Rary's pneumonic pneumonic enhancer. Would it summon Larry or just a polar bear?
It would summon a spirit in the form of a polar bear or whatever.
Right. Okay. So it's like find familiar, like someone's like a fey spirit or whatever to. Okay. Gotcha. I was just curious. So yeah, Larry. Fucking Larry. All right.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Snogsbane is really prevalent there wherever Ed lives.
You have no idea.
So let's
What the fuck is this?
Oh,
I can't.
by the way, I need coin to feed Larry. He needs more food.
Yeah, take from your share of the dragon's hoard.
I'll message Shifty to remind him to do that.
So okay, well, moving forward here. Are we going? We're going to attempt to find the Draga catacombs, correct? That is definitely on the docket, just to find magical items or whatever they have in there, correct?
Then we can be masters of time and space, ho.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, that time stones sound fucking amazing. And then we're headed straight to the Violet Tower from there. Is there anything else that we have planned? I have my cloak back, so we're good there.
No. I think we are on track to leave. Continue on with the pilgrimage.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll my Arcana check to scribe mage armor. And I will, before I even, well, yeah, never mind. I know that it works, so we're good.
Just be aware that while traveling, each person needs 1 gallon of water per day in order to avoid exhaustion. Larry needs 4. So
Oh, yes.
you're not traveling like on a boat or something that would just give you this. You're not at an end where you can pay for it or whatever. So either have the spells prepared to handle this because your characters would know this, or you're going to have to bring quite a few water skins or barrels of water or whatever it is.
How many gallons per day do we need?
1 per day per person, 4 for Larry.
Stand by.
That's 2 water
I can
skins.
make. So, how many gallons does the party need? Total.
7?
Including.
7 total. Is Abinthay doesn't need any,
I've got 12 a day.
We would need 8.
Of salt.
I've got 8 a day. 8 a day.
8.
8.
So you got because you got the fucking jug, didn't you?
All right. You have your method. Just that means you can't use it for anything else. It's dedicated for water.
And then we would need rations are 1 a day, right? So
correct.
And we did get someone got a one of those like chests of preserving. I think it was Ash, but did anyone else get one too?
Yeah, Ed bought one for sure.
Okay, I thought so. I thought at least 2 people had one. So, how much are rations? Are what, 1 silver?
Hold on. I'm setting. Sending Shifty a message. You said rations?
Yes, sir.
Rations 1 day is 5 silver pieces.
5 silver. Gotcha.
That takes 2 pounds.
Right.
So,
right. So 5 silver for 1 day. There's 4 of us plus Larry. How many rations would Larry eat in a day?
Larry uses his own feed that would be special for him.
Okay.
And it's 5 copper pieces per day, and it's 10 pounds per day.
Gotcha. Portable hole is now becoming a portable fucking refrigerator.
So, if anybody ever needs any directions, like if you need to go point at something over to my right, I can just be like, "Oh, look, it's over there. Oh, baby, it's over there."
All right, so I'm trying to do math over here.
Oh yes.
Gotcha. All right, so 5 copper per day for Larry and 5 silver times 4, which would be 2 gold. 2 gold, so 2 gold per day. So let's see here. So we need 60 gold worth of rations. We need 30 days worth of food and 5. So silver, be 1 silver per 2 days. So 30 days, 60 days. And 5 silver. So 2 gold, 5 silver worth of food. And I guess I don't know how it's packed. So would that all fit in the portable hole?
You're going to have to add it all up. Portable hole holds what? It's not weight limited, it's dimensions limited.
Yeah, that's the guff of it.
Let me look at.
We could probably put the rations in like backpacks or something, and just put the backpacks in.
Portable hole is. I mean,
it's large.
But it's basically full of coin right now because you guys have like liquidated 60,000 gold.
Yeah, that's the.
This is why we need a ship full of food for the polar bear.
Well, what if we would? Okay, is Shifty responding to messages right now?
Yes.
Would he allow us to hook a wagon up to Larry?
A Larry wagon.
Because I am here for the survival fucking having to carry food and shit. What the fuck are you doing, Ed? I am here for like the survival aspect, like, but my fucking analytical brain is like, must fucking carry all weight. So I just need to figure that out.
He's not responding to this message. Maybe I got him in trouble.
He's thinking very hard.
Oh, no, he's checking his phone. He's typing. He's a tool, of course he will.
Okay, cool. So, how much is a wagon?
A wagon is 35 gold.
All right, 35 gold, 2 gold, 37 gold, 5 silver, 37 gold and 5 silver. I'm going to subtract that from the loot. And we then have all of our food good to go on Larry's wagon. And it is canonically known as Larry's wagon.
Perfect.
Okay. Just put in all your food on a wagon.
I mean, rations are like dried food shit, right? It's not going to like spoil in like a day, right?
It spoils in a week.
Spoils in a week. So we'll throw the chest of preserving. Ed, if you could look up chest of preserving for me to let me know how much food it can hold.
Yeah, sure thing. No problem.
You are fantastic.
Anything for you, master.
Don't call me that.
Anything for you, daddy.
That's fine.
Why do I have two mouths, Dad?
Because your mother's a whore. I got nothing. I'm not your real dad.
A chest of preserving is free.
What?
It's free?
It has no price.
No, I don't. I know how much it holds, not how much it costs.
Oh. 2.5 foot long, 1.5 foot wide, 1 foot tall. With a half barrel lid.
I'm sorry, you said how tall, how wide, how deep?
2.5 foot long, 1.5 foot wide, 1 foot tall.
So it's almost 4 cubic feet of food. Much smaller than most refrigerators.
It's a cooler.
Yeah. So then it begs the question, how big is a fucking ration? I know it's like dried meat. 2 pounds. So 2 pounds of meat.
It could also be dried fruits and vegetables.
Right. Which would be much larger in mass. Tursup's got me on the fucking survival path, guys. I can't look back now. All right, so
what if we use survival skills to eat for free?
Who the fuck in this party has survival skills, though?
Well,
Ash is gone.
It's not about survival skills. I could just make food and water for free.
Okay. Well, I still bought all.
About it.
I still bought all that food, so.
We're going to eat it. Ed's going to make beautiful dinners.
Holy shit!
Beautiful.
Yeah, you're.
I'm from the Dead River.
Okay, well, I bought 30 gold worth of food in a wagon, so we'll.
It's all gonna spoil because you gonna eat for free on the road with me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We'll see, but yeah, so like literally 2/3 of that is going to go bad before we eat it, but that's fine. I would say I'd say we could store 10 rations worth of food in a chest of preserving. So that would just store this in there. Can you ping the chest of preserving?
I don't know how to do that.
Like a little dice roll next to it.
There you
go. Age or decay while in chips.
Yeah, I don't have it actually on my person. It's in the hole. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll just keep I would say 10 rations in there, just as a precaution, and the other, however many rations will just sit on the wagon and go bad, and then we're off. I spent the gold and everything. I took it out of the party loot.
Cool.
I'm thinking you can get more rations in there than what you think.
In the chest of preserving?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm thinking if you look at dried vegetables and fruit, like a carrot or something, I know.
I can't eat. I'm
trying to focus
and started a mouth appeared in the middle of her throat.
Trying to be super serious about this, and like can't do it because the fucking humanly accurate fucking Pickle Rick is in front of me.
I put myself into Discord, Morty. I'm Discord Rick.
Paul, your
so we got, but like a carrot and everything is like, it's going to be 8 inches long, and I'm just trying to like be conservative for it. So I mean, I think more liberally speaking, we could probably fit 20 rations in a chest preserving, but I think that would be like pushing the limits.
No, I think 20 is about right.
Okay. So we'll say 20 rations in a chest preserving. We'll just keep it, doesn't decay, so we'll just keep that in there for a rainy day. And we got an alchemy jug for water, or Vicus for food and water if needed. So I love survival games, so I will analyze the shit out of this constantly if needed.
I've got the cheatest cheat code there is for survival.
So, question
actually
is,
we should make some scrolls of that spell as a I mean, how much does it cost to make those though?
Well, it's quite a simple spell. I don't suspect it would take too much time. It is only a
lifting and carrying.
So, well, actually, it would take a week actually.
A week, and then how much gold of materials would you need to scribe it?
I don't remember how much I paid for it because I've got two uses of ink left.
Okay, so how much feed are we getting for Larry?
I bought about 30 days worth, so it's 5 copper per day.
That's 10 pounds per day, so that's 300 pounds of feed.
Yep.
Okay. And
I went like full bore. Does his feed also expire in a week?
No, the feed is much better, and it's
okay.
But problem is with the wagon, the food, and the feed, Larry can't pull the wagon.
He can't, because he's not carrying the weight specifically because it's on a fulcrum. So he can't pull a wagon that weighs 300 pounds?
Well, hold on.
But say, I could pull a wagon that weighs 300 pounds.
Well, the wagon itself is 400.
Oh. I could pull a wagon that weighs 700 pounds.
I want to put this to the test.
All right.
Because you really only have to lift a third of that weight.
No, he can do it. So he can do it. But it's basically at its limits. Like, you are not riding in that wagon.
No. I didn't expect to. I expected it for like gear or food in this case. So what the fuck? The Tiger King got me. Okay, so we got the wagon. He's basically Larry's just pulling his own weight at this point.
Yeah,
so
and no one can ride him now, so he's as worthless as he was before.
Right, because literally he's done nothing this entire campaign.
Yeah,
he can 5 months.
Pull 1,200 pounds total.
Gotcha.
So 400 for the wagon, 300 for the feed, and then the chest and all of your rations. It's probably like another 100 or something. So maybe
that sounds
there's
about right.
One person that can ride in there.
Oh, wow. That's perfect.
I plan on fully taming a velociraptor on this trip. So, like, because we're going by ARC rules, right? So, like, I can tame a velociraptor or a dilophosaur or whatever.
Yeah, if you find one.
Okay, cool. I'll keep raw meat on me at all times.
That the narcotics.
And yeah, don't forget the narcos.
And all.
Narcos and bolos. So we will, like I said, we'll just make our way west, looking for Draugr Caves and heading to the Violet Tower.
Okay. So you just leave town by yourselves and head off to the hills?
Do we have anything else we need to do?
Nope. Not that I'm
Okay,
aware
I'm going to
of.
use a bonus action to make my cloak billow, and yeah, we're good.
Okay. So
Ed's completely checked out at this point, so I don't know.
with the absence,
I mean, what else am I supposed to do right now?
with the physical
I don't know.
absence, with the physical absence of
The
Shifty,
preparation part of this game is not fun for me at all.
I love it.
with the physical absence of Shifty and the mental absence of Ed, I think this is where we're going to call it. But
Okay.
who's navigating?
Ed,
Ed is navigating.
I need a survival check.
I already gave you one. It's right there.
No, you rolled those without asking.
Ooh, got him.
You were rolling those to prove a point. Give me a survival check.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it in here. Come here, fella.
For your first day of travel. Why do
I
you
don't
get
know
a-
why it rolls 3,
Why
but
do you...
it does. I don't know. I'm clicking skills survival and it rolls 3. I clicked it once.
Well, okay.
It's something in here does that.
Then we'll just have it roll for 3 days, I guess. First day.
I mean, I know. Let me look at my features here. Is it my child of the wood? It might be.
Child of the wood.
I'm not aware of any feature that lets you roll 3 times other than Elven accuracy. See what happens if I do it.
Because it did it earlier, too. And I don't have it set to do anything.
I only get 1.
Yeah, I rolled it and I only got 1.
Maybe, is it that stupid bar at the top? Is it broken? Because I've never used it before.
Oh, yeah, I guess that bar could be broken if that's what you're using.
I've never used it before until now.
I just click acrobatics on it. It rolled once for me.
I don't know. Let me try different skills.
I'll roll something I'm proficient in. Nope, still rolled once.
Still doing it 3 times. I don't know. That's definitely not something I'm good at.
Holy shit.
Well, it takes you longer to get there. That's the perfect amount of rolls. You get lost on your second day, and you get lost on your third to last day. Otherwise, Ed is able to navigate the way, but it takes you 10 days total before you find an ominous cave entrance.
Oh, God. This cave is actually a respite from this damned trip.
So, so we ran out of food. The rations went bad about 7 days in. Are a week's 8 days here? 9 days?
9.
9 days. So we ran out of food. The last day. So we can take 3 rations out of the just preserving, or are you going to waste a spell slot before we go into this cave to food and water?
It could be our last meal, Vickers.
Yeah, well, then we shall be sustained, and I would create food and water the day.
Oh, shit. Okay. I see tiles. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
It's legit.
No.
As an ominous darkness emits from this cave. The sun to your backs.
Where do we come from here?
Yep.
Good thing my backup character has druid levels, because Goodberry is going to be real important.
Oh, Goodberry.
But this is where we'll call it for the night, and hopefully Shifty can join us next week.
Unfortunately, I am taking a date night next Saturday, so I will not be here next week, guys. I apologize.
Who's going to do all the talking?
You guys. I don't know.
No.
All right, well then we'll figure out if Shifty's going to be here next week, because definitely would want people to be here for this.
Right.
Yeah.
Just Shadowblade, greater invisibility. I don't know. Can't do both. Shadowblade if it's dark, and just talk a lot and be really pedantic with your explanations, and we're fine. It's like I'm here.
I'd rather you play your own character.
I understand, but I don't mind. But I do. It's our first date night since having a kid 9 months ago. So
I understand.
Get excited.
9 months ago, you say?
Yeah, I watched it. Okay, are we still on YouTube?
I'm switching over to ending.